In this section, we're going to look at truth values for negation, conjunction, and disjunction. Truth values are whether the statement we have is true or false. So if the simple statement is true, it has a truth value of t, and mathematically we're going to represent that with a 1 or higher. If the simple statement is false, then that has a truth value of f, and we represent that mathematically with a 0. When looking at negations, remember a negation is the opposite of the simple statement. So the negation of a true statement is a false statement. The negation of a false statement is a true statement. So the truth value flips when it's negated. Conjunctions, remember conjunctions are when two simple statements are connected with the word and. A conjunction is only true when both simple statements are true. So mathematically, we're going to determine if the truth value of this conjunction is true by multiplying the values of the simple statements. And truth value for disjunction, remember a disjunction, that should be the word disjunction. A disjunction is two simple statements connected with the word or. A disjunction is only false when both simple statements are false. So mathematically, we're going to add the truth values of the two simple statements to determine if the disjunction, again, the disjunction is true or false. So if you think back to when we were doing probability and set theory, or, the word or meant we were going to add. And now the word and means we're going to multiply. That's also a rule for probability, just not something that we covered. So let's look at an example. We have P and Q, and they are the statements P is 10 is greater than 4, Q is the statement 3 is less than 5. So 10 is greater than 4, that's a true statement. So the truth value is t. So we would represent that with a 1 because it is a true statement. Q is also a true statement. 3 is less than 5. So that is true, and we represent that again with a 1. Not P, the truth value of not P. So if we negate P, we're going to flip the sign. We're going to flip the truth value. So it was true, now it becomes false. False statements are represented with a 0. The truth value of not Q, so it started out true, so we're going to negate that and make it false, and that would also be 0. So now I know what P, Q, not P, and not Q are. So I'm going to look at a variety of conjunctions and disjunctions. So here I have find the truth value of P and Q. So P is true, and then I have and Q is true. So I'm going to look at this mathematically. Let's do, sure, I guess I'll do this color. So a true statement is represented with a 1. And means we multiply. And a true statement is represented again with a 1. So 1 times 1 equals 1. Because the resulting value of this multiplication is not 0, this is a true statement. So the entire conjunction that we have here, P and Q, is true. So now we're going to look at the next one. I have not P and Q. Not P, I said, was false. and Q is true. So a false statement is a 0, and means multiply, and a true statement is 1. 0 times 1 is 0. Because the result of this multiplication is 0, this statement is false. The next one, P or not Q. Woo. So P was a true statement, or, and not Q was a false statement. I got ahead of myself. So true statements represented with a 1, or means addition, and then false statements are represented with zeros. 1 plus 0 is 1. Because the result of this is bigger than 0, it's 1 or higher. This is a true statement. And the last one, not P is false, or not Q is false. So a false statement is represented with a 0, or means addition, and a false statement is represented with a 0. 0 plus 0 is 0, so this statement is false. So I look at each piece individually. If I have a conjunction, I multiply the numerical representation of the truth value. If it's a disjunction, I add them together. If the resulting value is 0, it's false. Anything larger than that is a true statement. And that is how we look at truth values for negations, flipping the sign, conjunctions, multiplying, and disjunctions, adding.